A recent announcement of commuter flights from Portland to Boston got me thinking, what's the carbon footprint of such a short flight? Or even better, what's the lowest impact way, carbon-wise, to travel from Portland to Boston? Now, unless you're a big walker, there are 4 ways to get down there: car, bus, train, or plane. First things first, the distance traveled will vary by method. The plane flies 95 miles with the ability to fly over water. Taking highways in a car or bus means 108 miles of travel, and the Downeaster runs 112 miles since the track takes a different path. Now that we know the distance, let's figure out how much fuel each will use to get there. Cape Air flies mostly Cessna 402 aircraft. They average 4 to 4.5 miles a gallon. Now I'm only going to give them the low end of that because we have to take into account taxiing and extra fuel on takeoff. For the car, let's assume the vehicle gets 30 miles a gallon, and the best-selling motor coach gets about 8 miles a gallon. The Amtrak Downeaster P42 locomotive clocks in at 3/4 of a mile per gallon of fuel. That means the plane needs 23.75 gallons, the car needs 3.6 gallons, the bus 13.5, and the train needs 149.3 gallons of fuel. But each of these methods holds a different number of passengers, and we want the per passenger carbon impact. So, if we take the number of gallons and divide it by the number of passengers, we end up with the following: 3.39 gallons per passenger for the plane, 3.6 for the car, 0.24 for the bus, and 0.49 for the train. But, to be fair, we should put 4 people in the car, since we're assuming max capacity for the other modes of transportation. Doing that gives us 0.9 per passenger for the car. Now to the last step: the amount of CO2 that will be emitted from each. Now this gets interesting because not all types of fuel burn the same. As such, we need to use a higher CO2 number for the diesel fuel used by the bus and the train, and a slightly higher number for the type of gasoline a plane uses as opposed to a car. So, the final numbers are 16.6 pounds of carbon dioxide per passenger for the car, 5.4 pounds for the bus, 10.9 for the train, and 66.4 for the plane. That leaves the bus the clear winner. Need more convincing? Bus is also one of the safest ways to travel, coming in at roughly 66 times safer than driving your own car.